Just drove by. He's apparently a pretty feisty guy. He lives in a separate house on the same property with his wife. Uh, he lives, I mean, I'm a bohemian guy, but man, that guy's like the true freaking bohemian king. He lives in a large lean-to structure, a carport. He lives basically like a carport. I could probably do that. I'll admit to being a weird guy. Oh, freaking gorgeous sunrise! My God, it's so beautiful here. I am going to miss this weather. I mean, I want to go to my daughter's wedding and I want to see my boy and all that stuff, and once a week or word than what I'm really feeling. But shit, I'm going to miss it here. This is like some of the absolute best weather of the entire fucking year. Pardon me, this is when I'm going back home. But kids, the hell are you going to do? Damn kids. I'm kidding. What are you going to do? Freaking kids. Fucking kill you. Went and saw a good friend of mine last night. He's famous for his coffee, but we were there in the early evening, late afternoon, and I can't do coffee. And praise God he didn't offer me any because I might have taken it because his coffee's pretty good. He gets like the beans specially roasted and ground, and he's like he's into it as much as I used to be, and I will be again. Rob's Coffee will be back. Let's see some stuff. A little bizarre. Got my daughter texted me while I was sleeping. I woke up and looked at it. She wants the hell is that? Okay. Message. She's offering some pretty odd seating arrangements for the wedding apparently, and I told her she can put me anywhere. I'll sit next to Satan himself, and she's virtually got me doing that. That's fine. I'll put a smile on and. I got 3 inches of lead for skin. Let's just do it. Fucking A. So I told her, yeah, no problem. Whatever you need, I'm there. So I don't think other people are going to be able to behave, but anyway, so that'll be entertaining. Well, I love the, just the most excellent test of my character, I guess. So anyhow, today, Fawn and I are going to an orphanage. It's an hour drive from here. We went to a couple of our favorite convenience type stores and bulk food type. They don't really have bulk food per se, but you get the idea. And we bought a bunch of different kinds of food, noodles and prepackaged things that are easy to use. And we're going to serve it as well, I believe. I won't be doing a video on that. I might take a couple snapshots to show like the conditions or something. One guess as to where all the kids come from. Yeah, Pattaya. Anyway, so, and that whole thing, in the broader sense. Pattaya in the broader sense. How's that? So that's that. I just put it up in another video. Then it comes up in a couple, probably up before this. I'm going to start looking at doing the final prep on Fawn's land. I feel like I've gotten my head around. It's been I've known Fawn for 2 years and we've been dating steady for a year and a half. Okay, that's rough numbers. So I've known her a while and now I feel like I really know her family because, you really marry the family here. And her boys and that. And I kind of see where things are going a little bit and I'm comfortable with all that. And I feel I'm getting real sincere, real love from her, like real concern, real love from her, not just, and that takes time. That takes time. And if you're meeting somebody and they're all over you right away and there isn't a worry in their head, well, that's a scammer because they have a lot of money because they got 4 other just like you. I'm telling you, I think even people that watch my channel, it's even worse than you might be thinking. It's really nuts here with this. You can find good ladies, but you gotta sort through all the other ones. You should get a sorting out process because you're dealing with a real person. Because you should be dealing with a real person with real emotions, real shortcomings, real fears. Thai women have an enormous stress level, enormous, because they have to look good going to work every day. Even if their job is at the factory, and I've talked about this before, even the clothing factory people and the electronics factory people, those uniforms are spotless and pressed. Their hair and makeup are perfect. You could take just about every female factory worker, and it's almost all women, by the way, because why would the men bother working? They don't need to work. They just mooch off their parents. I'm not kidding. I I see like 30 to 1 female to male employees in uniform. 30 to 1. Okay. What is that, like 97% or something? It's nuts. And so you could take any of those women though and put them in, and just take them and just walk them right into a room all set up for a magazine photo shoot. No need to touch up the hair or the makeup. It's all perfect already. You'd never see that in the States. So the women here have just an insane burden of perfection. They have to do the laundry. Out here it's got to be hand wash or you're lazy. It's all this stuff, okay? And you're dating someone like that. Oh my God, the stress. You know who's not stressed? The person who's lying, cheating, and stealing. They're not stressed because they're lying and cheating and stealing. They have all the money they need. So should be a sorting out process. That could take a while or not. Now, in Fawn, in our case, it took a long time because one, I was a moron and I was desperately lonely because I felt, and this is just me, how I felt. I'm not digging on my ex-wife or anything. That's things up to everybody, whatever they want to do. But I felt very alone, lonely, and neglected. You know, I basically lived as a single person. I wasn't like culturally allowed to have a female companionship of any kind because it'd be infidelity, and I didn't want to do that, so I didn't do that. But I could just have friendships with my guys, male friendships. I had a couple women friends who were actually, you know, like just very obviously female-only friends. I mean, just we were, you know, there was nothing going on at all. You know, customers from my handyman business. I was also friends with the husbands, by the way. I never was friends with a woman who was single, only with like a couple, like a man and a woman, you know, a couple. And I always engage with them as a couple, you know. But and then 90% of my 90% of my friends were just other guys. Half of them married, half of them single, you know, whatever, and divorced, whatever. But anyways, point being, I was super lonely, super lonely. Just would have loved to go on a date and just hold hands and just have someone talk nicely to me. Just speak in a pleasant tone. Just be nice. That would have been awesome. That was not really available to me. So when I got here, I was in complete moron mode. Well, not complete, because there's things I didn't do that a lot of guys do here, but I did start dating, thinking I was being smarter than all that Pattaya stuff. And by Pattaya, I mean Koh Samoi's districts and all those areas in Phuket and other places around the country. Okay, I mean all that, because even Koh Lat has this little district, which I just learned about not that long ago. I've never been there, and I want to just ride my bike through it just to see it. But there's a little tiny, and I mean tiny, one moo is village. It must be just one moo because the leader must have just, okay, we're going to be the naughty district because there's one spot where the massage there, it didn't massage. So, and it's like on 2 streets, and they're back to back or something. So I saw it on a map. A friend told me where they were, and I looked them up, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Now I got to see it. I'll go with Fawn or something. So I'm not tempted. Anyway, so no, so I did. I dated some dumb. I dated very dumb. Dated very dumb. I dated one lady in particular. One I thought was way above, like my pay grade. I mean, back in the States she was. Here, you know, I'm doing way better with Fawn. Thank you very much. I wouldn't compare. I mean, you know, that lady now is 29, 30, so 8 years younger than Fawn. Fawn's prettier to me, but I like the tan village girl thing. But she's like bar girl pretty. She's got the boob job and you know. I don't know if she still has the bikini figure. Maybe, I doubt it. I'm skeptical on even that. Fawn has a bikini figure. When she diets a little bit, she looks smoking in a bikini. She really does. When I first started dating her, she had the bikini figure, and it was like, wow, you know. Anyways, I'm distracting myself. I got one photo of her in a bikini, so it's really cute. Maybe one day we'll show that if it's okay with her. It's not like too revealing or anything, you know. But anyways, shows really cute little figure though. Anyhow, No, I dated dumb, and so I got scammed and blah. And the one lady was way above my pay grade. Way. I mean, I'd love to show a picture one time of her. I mean, a 9 by Thai standards. That's a 10.5 back home. Way above my pay grade. You know, uh, that's one of the bad dogs there. I got to watch out for. I want to move, but without being obvious that I'm moving. And I'm gonna let them pass, but I'm holding the selfie stick up because there is 2 of them. No joke, no joke. I've had 2 friends get serious dog bites here. Going through rabies shots in Thailand, not on the list. Anyway, so I was super cautious with Fawn. Is the point I'm slowly getting to? Sorry. So I was super. You could say overly cautious, but I would say not, since I actually was scammed, actually lied to by really black-hearted, evil people. And then I had several people, including even some of Fawn's coworkers and friends, try and steal me early on. Make some real big passes at me. I mean, and you know. But again, it's more that kind of hard bar girl pretty that I don't go for. They were thinking. I'm sure they were thinking that. Oh wow, Oh, you know what they call modern girls here? I love this. I should have shared this. I just found this out, but I've known it for a couple of weeks. I'm surprised I haven't said it yet. A modern girl, they call them Suai Peng. Suai Peng. Get the tones right. That's the direct translation is would be pretty beautiful and beautiful/expensive. Because they do the nose. The first thing they do is the nose job and all that. And again, any woman talking about plastic surgery, you almost want to just put them in the trash can and move on right away. That's a huge red flag because they want. A lot of times they'll just get a foreign guy. They'll get a guy they believe is below their pay grade or what their new pay grade's going to be. Because looks are everything here. And some people don't want to believe me on that, and that's up to you, pal. But looks are everything here, and they want to get their nose done, get some expensive clothes, and particularly an expensive handbag and the latest iPhone. If they've got their nose job, an iPhone, and a handbag, they can perceive themselves as being Chansung, higher class. They can go up, up a rung or two in their mind, and maybe in their cultural circles, they can do that. And I'm not joking. They'll perceive that they've moved up a class or 2 by that. And they'll do that, and then they'll dump you, and then they'll go find the guy they really want, which is, altogether, let's say it together, a Thai man. So they generally want a Thai guy over us. It's just some of the women get in a different social situation. They want to get out of that, and then here we are. And that's exactly Fawn. Because you can use exactly me and Fawn as a poster people for that. 2 male children, no go. No way a Thai guy wants her. All the offers, in my opinion, the offers she was getting, those were for a geek. I'm not going to embarrass her and ask her. She'd tell me the truth, but that would make her sad. I don't need to do that. She gets enough pressure from the Thai culture as it is. But I can just tell you, I know it enough. It was not an offer for the guy to love her sincerely and move her into his house and introduce her to his mama and be part of the family and all that. It was not the offer she was getting. And she doesn't want that. She's a very proud, young lady, and she should be. She's the big success of the family, first out with a degree and government job, and I mean, she's really, she's from a 4th or 5th generation rice farming traditional family here. You could see from the background shots when I walked through her village, and now she's doing all this. She's a big deal, right? So she's not going to be someone's geek, right? So I come along. I actually love her. She can actually love me, and now her kids are thriving, and she's elevating her family the right way, versus going and working at a bar and just ripping off a couple of guys. Interestingly, she both those examples hypothetically make about the same amount of money. It's just but working with me though, it's going to take her longer, and it's harder, and it's more work. I'm maintenance and work. She's got to actually care about me. And I'm not stupid. She's going to have to actually do all this stuff, or I'll know. You know what I mean? And I'm sure she is, but you know what I mean? I'm a lot more work if you think about it. It's a lot easier to lie to a couple of morons at the bar and keep them drunk and keep them happy. Rub their thigh while they're drinking their beer and tell them how hot they are. And they go, oh, yeah, it's me, So, anyways. Anyway, so that's that. That's the morning update. I haven't shaved or anything. This is how I slept. I got these old comfortable shirts. They're very comfortable when sleeping. I mean, I'm done with it. I don't even know if I'll ever go back. And that's where my heart was for decades, but this is way better. See ya. My name is Rob, and thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I meant every word I just said with respect.